Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome to today's pick a card reading, and it is a singles healing tarot reading. So what will happen in this reading is you will receive a healing through the actual reading itself, through just watching, just by being present in the reading, and that will go through the whole of the reading. So you will receive that healing regardless of how much you listen to or whatever. Okay, but also they're going to give you advice and ideas as to how to bring healing. And healing is spiritual healing in inverted commas. So it's healing is just like lesson or learning. It just means how to move to the next stage. So if you are, how to overcome the barrier, if you like, if there is one, to the next partner or to the next date or whatever. Okay, so I'm keeping it very general, of course, because it is a general reading. Not everything will resonate. Take what does and leave what doesn't, because sometimes, there's just so many people watch that obviously the messages can't be exactly accurate for every single person, but you will get at least a couple of messages per group. I hope this helps you with your quest to move in towards your next partner. In general, the energy is to stay positive, to believe in yourself, because you are amazing. You are a child of the universe. You are made perfectly. Okay? Right, let's get on with today's reading. Oh, if you'd like a private reading with me, please check the description below. Also, I do post daily, very occasionally on a Sunday. I don't post on Instagram and TikTok, but basically I post daily. Okay, so check out. Let's go. So the singles healing tarot reading. Hi group one, how are you doing? So we've got a few oracle cards for clarification. We've got a few fountain tarot. So 10 of coins, 2 of wands, 4 of coins, heart chakra, yes, and honeymoon. Okay, so for you, where is the healing? Your singles situation, how are you going to move forward? You are already healing. You are already well on your way towards the situation you want. Some of you may actually be in more of a complicated situation than necessarily a totally single situation. But you are heading for honeymoon. This, they mean like having a good time with a person. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together is what the card says. So you are heading in this direction. So if you haven't met that person yet, or you haven't found that ideal date yet, it is likely to be coming for you. They are asking you to see prosperity. The 10 of coins is the first card. So in this card, they're asking you to be very positive, to see abundance everywhere you look, to start feeling abundance, because you will get what you expect to some extent. I mean, this is the case in general, but with you at the moment, it's very important that you start to see the possibility. There's a lot of abundance around you. How are you going to tap into that? 2 of wands, they're asking you to think big, spread your wings, look onto the horizon, start making bigger plans, start imagining how it could work out for you, start imagining how things can go well for you, start imagining where you can go, what you can do to connect with this situation that you want. Your heart is healing with the heart chakra card, but there's still some block there. There's still some old fear. This 4 of coins and the heart chakra at the middle is telling me that, yes, you've got a lot of abundance around you. Yes, there's a lot of possibility for you, but actually you have some fear. You are a little bit in a lack mentality. There's a little element of holding on. You're afraid to invest in a new situation. You're afraid to put yourself out there to some extent or other, because you've been hurt before. You gained that situation back, as in you're back in a stable position and you're in a good position. Okay, but you feel like you're afraid to put yourself out there in case it happens again. Even if it did happen again, you're so much wiser. You know what you're doing, so you don't need to worry. You can feel abundant because there is such a lot of abundance around you. They're telling you to trust your intuition on a situation regarding your singledom. So it might be that you've been getting an intuition to start dating a certain person, or maybe to stop dating a certain person. The point is, listen to your intuition. It's really good. It's on point. It's guiding you in the right way. Guys, I hope this makes sense. I'll speak to you on the next reading or on a private reading. In the meantime, see you soon. Hi group 2, how are you doing? Hope you're great today. So we've got a few oracles for clarification. Here we go with your tarot cards. We've got 10 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Swords, this is good. Queen of Wands, this is good. We've got 7 of Swords, Father healing, religious factors. Okay, so, right. You guys, in order to move your single situation forwards, you need to know that the worst is over. The Ten of Swords is the worst feeling card in the deck. It's not the worst card, it's the worst feeling card. It feels horrible. Ten of Swords is a sense of being betrayed, of being disappointed, of it feeling like the end of the world. It doesn't necessarily mean it is the end of the world, it just feels that way. But it's in reverse. It's no longer happening. These swords are literally falling away. The pain is over. The dawn is on the horizon. Six of Swords is saying the key for you in healing and getting the love you want, the situation you want, or to resolve your single situation in the way you are hoping is to move away from this darkness now, to move into the light, to accept what's happened, but to move forwards. The Queen of Wands at the center here is you. This is you radiating love, light, joy, happiness. You have to get into your light in whatever way you can. For a lot of you, this is going to be mission, purpose, doing what you love to do, being creative, and maybe spending time with friends, family. It's about being that dynamic, go-getting energy female. It doesn't mean you have to be extroverted. If you are, you know, like an introverted bookworm either, that's absolutely fine. But just show your fire and passion in some way within yourself, if nothing else. It's about connecting with yourself, about feeling this feminine energy really strongly. With the Queen of Wands, there's a need to develop that feminine aspect, or the feminine creative process, to self-actualize, to be bold, to be yourself. Basically, to put yourself out there as yourself. So if you are a quiet, shy person, that's fine. Just own it. You know, just own it. So really the way to heal your love life, group 2, is to let go of these old fears. Don't let them hold you back. Move into the light. Shine your light. Be yourself. Don't let what's happened to you or the things that came from childhood or whatever affect you. Just be yourself. Resonate who you really are, and you'll attract the right person to you, the person that you really want. The Seven of Swords is saying you have a barrier up. You're afraid. You're putting up some sort of wall. You're thinking, you know, that you need to protect yourself somehow. Obviously, it's always wise to listen to your intuition, and sometimes indeed we do need to remove ourselves from a situation, or to say no, or put a boundary if someone is doing something inappropriate towards us. But this is a difference. There's a difference between a boundary and a barrier. The Seven of Swords does suggest to me that there's some element of fear. There's some element of putting up a wall. Best not to do that. Be cautious, sure. You've learned your lesson, sure. But don't run away from situations because of fear. There's some element of needing to heal, do some father healing. It says on the card, your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. This is just male role models or male figures in your life. This can be a general society's perception of male. There's maybe some anger or some frustration or some sadness or some abandonment issue or something. But this is a factor. This male issue is a factor in why you are struggling to manifest that, and your confidence that the situation is going to improve now. You're on your spiritual path. So your relationship situation is helping you to learn things about yourself. It's helping you to grow as a person. This is why we got the religious factors. It's also a suggestion that if you're waiting for a soul connection of a nature, whether you want to call it a soul connection, a twin flame, a soulmate, whatever, if you're waiting for someone to come into your life, it does look like it's possible that this person will come towards you in the future, but it is necessary that you let go of this pain. You've got all this sword energy, this old sword energy. It's important that you do the Six of Swords advice, which is to move into the light, to let go of the past, and to liberate yourself. And you do that through shining your light, creative endeavors, being your true self. Loads of love, guys. I'll see you on the next reading, on a private reading in the meantime. See you soon, guys. Hi, Group 3. How you doing? So we got 3 Oracle for clarification. We've got the Fountain Tarot here with the 5 of Wands, the Chariot, the Queen of Cups. Detach, watch your thoughts, and separation. Yes, sure. Okay, so, right, guys, if you've picked Group 3, it's really clear. For you, in order to get your situation that you want, so to resolve this single situation, to move towards the relationship you want, to move past the old pain, you've got to let go of the low vibe people. You have to let go of the low vibe connections. This doesn't mean you have to cut them out of your life entirely, but you need to distance yourself, minimize contact. And this could be your own thoughts as well. The 5 of Wands is low vibe energy, arguing, difficulty, squabbling, bickering. It's people, it's a competitive energy with other people around you. It's an uncomfortable and a low vibe energy. They're asking you separation. They're asking you to separate from something. They're also asking you to watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. 5 of Wands, watch your thoughts and separation, is telling me that you've become a little bit separated from your true self. You're arguing, you're defending yourself, or you're feeling like you're in a fight with the people around you, metaphorical or literal. It's absolutely important. Look, detach. Yes, this is justice, but I love this message on the card for you. Detach. You have to separate, detach. You have to detach from this low vibe energy. And this doesn't, like I say, doesn't mean cutting people out. For example, if you have a low vibe family, it can just mean getting a little bit of space. Doesn't mean you have to stop talking to them or stop living with them or whatever, but it just means about grounding yourself, about choosing not to get involved in arguments and squabbles wherever you can, choosing the path of a higher mind and a higher energy. Watch your thoughts. You've got to think about what you want. At the minute, this attachment to this low vibe is keeping you stuck. It could be with a current date or a complicated situation as well, that you're stuck in a locked horn situation, that only through detaching from this and choosing better thoughts are you going to be able to separate yourself from this. They're asking you to be really intuitive with the Queen of Cups here. There's an element of feeling emotionally unstable at the minute or feeling vulnerable, but actually you're in a very intuitive place. So listen to your guidance, okay? You can't listen to your guidance though if you're fighting or on a defensive or up in your head or feeling frightened. It's really important that you take some time to connect with yourself. Justice is saying as well, you've got to stick to the rules. You can't break the rules. You can't bend the rules. You can't do things that are underhand. If you do, this karma will come back and bite you in the bum really quickly, yeah? Not saying anything bad will happen to you, but it's not going to get you where you want to be. So you've got to be very integrous at this time. You've got to have you've got to raise the vibe of your thinking and of your actions if you want to get the relationship you want. If you're doing underhand things or behaving in an underhand way or allowing yourself to get involved with other people who do, this is going to kill your buzz. It's going to dull your vibe. It's going to dull your sparkle. It's going to drag your energy down. And then you're going to be you're going to be connected to other people who are like that. And that's not going to allow you to find this loving, joyful thing and situation that you really want. The Chariot is saying you can move past this. You can separate from this old energy. When you do, you are going to fly. You just have to be very determined. The Chariot says you can succeed and move past these external obstacles, these people, situations, or it might be your own mindset. It's more likely to be other people, other people's opinions, but it could be your own. You can move past it, but you're going to have to be focused. You're going to have to be determined, and you might have to come at it from a few unusual angles in order to get around people and situations. But you can. When you detach, when you do the right thing, when you have a high vibe energy, this is going to move you towards the relationship situation that you're looking for. Guys, I hope you have an amazing day. I'll see you on the next reading or on a private reading. In the meantime, see you soon.